A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. Anticipation for this one has been building through the early part of the season, and now here we are with a top 5 showdown. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Restate is David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. One of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Holds it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game. Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back. And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Get it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20.
so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation, opening drive masterpiece.
From the red zone, it's Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Here's Manning to throw. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. He's going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
For better starting field position for this offense. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Great place to start for this offense. Here's a gift to Frazier. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Stockton. Working that left side now. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front.
There's some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Here's Arts to throw. Got a man. It's Lockett. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So
makes the grab in their space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Manning. Gets it out fast. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
To throw, Manning. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
What a great play by the linebackers. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Defense showing blitz here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Arch is going to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Lets it fly. And they will score. Touchdown, Longhorns! The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat, and they got it.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Floats it out in space. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Got his man out of the backfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Longhorns in the hurry up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dumps it off in the flats. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The corners are walked up tight. They'll move the tight end. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Hart's going to spin it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Now here's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Trying to get away. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Appalachian State taking on the James Madison Dukes.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Looking for room at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Arch Madness. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I think you just like the quarterback to have a little bit more awareness there on first down. I love being aggressive and wanting to throw the football, but you can't hold on to it for over 5 seconds. At some point, you just have to concede that the defense won the play and throw the football out of bounds, take the incompletion. Now you've taken a sack. I know it's only 2nd down. You can still get this thing and move the chains, but you just made it a lot harder on himself with that negative play.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Here's the pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Throwing Manning. Puts it out of the air. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to run, it's Brown. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Running inside, it's Smothers. And they're able to make the tackle.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat
On
on.
the move. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Texas! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Georgia going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time. job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Manning. He's got him. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Back to pass, it's Manning. Under fire. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Fires downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. He's at the... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorn. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding, turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Off the RPO, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
They go play action with Manning. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now facing a third and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, third and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They send the tight end in motion. They give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And he puts through the extra point.
That makes the score Texas 38, Georgia 10.
And here he comes out of the end zone. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Finding some room. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Frazier again. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like we've stopped them all game long. Like they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Stockton. Swings it out to his running back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Frazier. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The offense will use a timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Frazier again. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved that.